First, let's discuss about what you mean by Nidhi company. So we have read many companies, private companies, public companies, listed company, government company, non-government company. Now the question is, what do you mean by Nidhi company? What are its objective and what is the requirement to form this? Okay. So let us discuss some points under Nidhi company. First is, whenever you want to form a company, any company, or you want to form a company as Nidhi, then you have to specify that I want to open a Nidhi company. Like for example, if you want to open a private company, then you have to specify that you want to open a private company, then all the provisions for private company will become imposed on you. On the other hand, if you say like you want to open public company, same time all the provisions for public companies will become imposed on you. Now, whenever you want to open a company as Nidhi company, company must be incorporated as Nidhi. So you have to specify the term Nidhi. Got it. So incorporation. So whenever you will fill the form of incorporation with ROC, there you have to select that you want to open Nidhi company. Next is, whenever you will open the company as Nidhi company, what will be the objective? Usually the object of such type of company, Nidhi, is first is they are having the object of cultivating the habit of thrift and savings amongst its members. And secondly, receiving deposits from and lending to its members only for their mutual fund. Sorry, mutual benefit. Now, only these are the two objectives of Nidhi. First objective, they are telling cultivating the habit of thrift. What do you mean by thrift? The meaning of thrift is, just write down the meaning, the quality of using money and other resources carefully, not wastefully. So whatever money or amount you are collecting from the public, you have to use such money very carefully, not wastefully. So simply like a cheat fund, for example. Cheat fund is also same object, collecting money, but sometimes they also use this money wastefully. Got it? So whenever you are acting as a Nidhi company, you have to keep it in mind like your first and primary objective must be whatever money you will collect, because its main objective is to receiving deposit, because such type of company will accept deposit or money in the form of deposits, or else they will give money like a bank, okay, only for their mutual benefit. So you know na, means for example, like type of the object is same type of cheat fund, okay, like investment, they are only, their main object is to either they will give you money by taking some security from you or guarantee from you, or else what happen, you will give, afterwards you will get a return. Got it? So this type of object actually, this Nidhi companies can do this type of object only, no other type of object they are having. Got it? So if you want to open company as Nidhi, then these two type of business or object you should have. Next what you have to keep in mind, third point, when you are going to open the company as Nidhi, you have to comply with the rules, whatever is prescribed by central government. So central government has prescribed the rules and regulation for Nidhi, okay, for this class of company. So whenever you want to open a company as Nidhi, then you have to follow such rules and regulations specified by central government. Next is, according to Rule 4 of Nidhi Rules, 2014, you have to follow, you have to satisfy the following conditions. So the following conditions must be satisfied. So if you are a Nidhi company, or if you want to open a Nidhi company, then according to Rule 4 of Nidhi Rules 2014, you have to satisfy certain conditions. The conditions satisfied. So what are those? First, Nidhi company actually shall be a public company. It's not a Nidhi company, shall be a public company. So basically, Nidhi company is not a private company. You know, private companies compliances are less than public company, right?
Yes.
So Nidhi company will be treated as a public company only. Okay. Next is, like before, you don't have LLP, but you know LLP, limited liability of partnership.
Yes,
That is also a limited company.
yes, ma'am.
Same type. So Nidhi shall be public company. Next, you have to satisfy, when you want to open a Nidhi company, you have to maintain minimum paid up share capital 5 lakh. Okay. So by keeping this minimum paid up share capital rupees 5 lakh, you can apply for to open a company as Nidhi. Okay. If you are having less than 5 lakh paid up share capital, you are not allowed to open Nidhi company. So though Nidhi company shall be a public company. Next. Now, whatever object we have discussed, these two objects, cultivating the habit of thrift and savings amongst its members, whoever members is there, from them only money they will take from the members, and they will try to use it carefully, or else they will accept the deposits, or they will lend the money by the way of mutual benefit. Now, these are the object. Whatever the object of your Nidhi company is, that you must write or must specify in your MOA. So, Nidhi company must have only one object in its MOA, Memorandum of Association. So, whatever 2 points we have discussed, na, A and B, you have to select any one object and you should mention in MOA. Clear?
Yes.
Next is, whenever you will incorporate the company as Nidhi, then along with the name, you have to affix the term Nidhi Limited. Got it. So, you know, for a private company, some name we write PVT Ltd. Like this. Public company only Ltd. LLP also like this, LLP Limited we write. For Nidhi, whatever name you want to give, you will give. Along with that, you have to affix Nidhi Limited Ltd. So by seeing the name itself, Anyone can recognize that you see a Nidhi company. Yeah. Next, rule number 7, point number 7. Point number 7 is as per rule 5. As per rule 5 of the Nidhi rules 2014 only, rules 5 of Nidhi rules 2014, it is said within a period of 1 year from the commencement of these rules, it must ensure the following. Okay, so once you formed your company, okay, so once after incorporation of your company, once you have started your business from the commencement, within 1 year you have to ensure something. What are those? First of all, minimum members must be 200. Net owned fund, ten lakh or more. C is unencumbered term deposit. What do you mean by unencumbered? Unencumbered means free from any encumbrances. So, for example, like it is free from any hazards. Like, for example, think you have bought a property or asset. Got it? You have bought a asset. You have bought an asset. Now, if I say this asset is unencumbered asset, so you can, by hearing this term, you can feel or you can understand like whatever asset you have purchased, this is free from all charges. Got it? Free from all charges. So indirectly, I can say you, for example, I can give you one example. For example, think I have taken loan. Okay. I have taken loan, Priyanka. Taken loan from bank. And I have taken loan and I have given one of my property to bank in the form of security. Got it? Now this same property I have entered into a contract with you that I want to sell this property to you. I want to sell this property. So this property is on sale to you. Got it? Now, this property, this asset is not unencumbered. Why? Because this is not free from charges. Already I have given the security in this property in the form of security. Na? So, mortgage is going on. Do you remember what is mortgage and what is pledge? Like
so mortgage is when like we are giving a property again as a security against a loan, and hedging is we are just nullifying the risk for that pledge.
mortgage and pledging.
Pledging. Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is same, like someone is taking loan, okay, someone is taking loan from secured creditor, that is bank, and giving, for example, I am taking loan of rupees 40 lakh from bank. Instead of that, I am giving my property whose value is 40 lakh to the bank in the form of security. Okay. Now, when we called it mortgage, when I am giving any type of immovable property. Got it. Then we called it is on mortgage. But when we are giving any movable property in the form of security, we called it as pledge. Clear? So, for example, I am giving my flat to you. So, flat is an immovable property. Then that time we will say it is on mortgage. Got it? But if I give my car in the form of security to you, so car is a movable object. So, we will tell like it's on pledge. Got it now? When we say mortgage and pledge. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
So, whenever any type of charge is going on, either it may be mortgage or it may be pledge, then we cannot say that this asset is free from charges or encumbrances. Okay. So that's why unencumbered means whatever security you are giving now, this is clean security. No charges going on till now. It's a free from all encumbrances, all disturbances, all hazardous things or all charges. Okay. So it is a clean one. So whatever term deposit you are taking and on behalf you are in exchange you are giving the security, it is a clean thing, free from all encumbrances, disturbances. Clear? So where we were, you have to ensure that minimum members should be 200 members. Net owned fund is 10 lakh or more. Unencumbered term deposit, under that you write minimum 10% of the outstanding deposit. So at least whatever money you have taken and not paid till now, it's a debt for you. At least 10% of such outstanding deposit you have cleared, free from encumbrances. Got it? So then only these things you have to keep in mind. And lastly, point number D, right? Ratio of net owned funds to deposits of not more than 1:20. So for Nidhi company, the ratio of net owned fund to deposit of not more than 1:20. So what does this mean? What do you mean by net owned fund?
No idea, ma'am.
Net owned fund is, for example, you can write the meaning here. Let me change that. Right. What do you mean by net owned fund? Net owned fund means the aggregate of paid up share capital plus free reserve. Got it? So if you're asked like what is your net owned fund of your company, you need to simply open your balance sheet. You will open your balance sheet. There you need to check the latest audited balance sheet. Latest audited balance sheet, and there you are going to see the aggregate of total paid up share capital plus free reserve. Okay. So if anything is whatever is showing like paid up share capital plus free reserve, it's aggregate like appearing in the latest balance sheet of the company. If it is reduced by the accumulated balance of loss, for example, think your loss amount is 20 lakh. Okay. But paid up share capital plus free reserve is total 10 lakh. Are you getting? So how many difference is there? 10 na?
Yes, ma'am.
This is your net own fund because you have to pay from your pocket. Are you getting me?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
actually whatever you are having in the latest audited balance sheet and whatever your accumulated loss, if the loss is more and the whatever is there in capital and free reserve is less, then the difference amount you have to pay from your own. So that is you have to take, either you have to borrow from anyone, net owned, it's from your own fund, from your pocket it will go. Got it? So that is also you have to check, it should not be more than 10 lakh. Means 10 lakh or more actually. If it is 10 lakh or more, but whenever you are going to calculate it, it should be means the valuation whenever the chartered accountant will do on this, the valuation ratio must be 1:20. So equity debt ratio will be 1:20. That is the amount. And lastly, whenever you are going to incorporate Nidhi company, incorporation of Nidhi company, it is almost same like incorporation of a public company limited by shares. Okay, the same procedure how you form a public company limited by shares. Clear? So these are some points you have to remember under Nidhi company.